Good afternoon from the USTA National Campus in Greater Orlando, Florida. Today we have a great matchup on deck as the Claremont Mudscripts College's Athenas face off against the University of Chicago Maroons with the 2022 NCAA Division III Women's Tennis National Championship on the line. Luke Tanaka with you, glad to have you alongside as we're sure to have a fantastic match between the Athenas and Maroons to decide the 2022 national title. Both teams getting fired up to start the match, and we're about to get set for 3 doubles matches. First to 8, tiebreak at 7-all if we need it. And let's check in and see how the teams got here from yesterday's semifinal. It was CMS who finished first in what was a dominant performance over the Wesleyan University Cardinals. Number 4 ranked CMS, 26-3 on the year, ended up winning 5-0, swept doubles at 8-2 at 1, 8-3 at 2, and 8-7 took a tiebreaker to really send the momentum in the Athena's direction at number 3 by getting the sweep. And then it was Ella Brissett at number 4 singles, beating Venya Jung 6-0, 6-0 at number 4. And then at number 3, Audrey Yoon over Katie Fleischman, 6-3, 3-0, retired, sent the Athenas into the national championship match where they will face today the University of Chicago, who defeated Middlebury in yesterday's semifinal, or the featured semifinal that we broadcasted. It was a great match, very close doubles competition. Sylvia Mikos and Shiana Guo won 8-5 at number 1. Middlebury got a point at number 2, and Nicole Geller, Lauren Park actually put the first point on the board for the Maroons, 8-5 at number 3. And then in singles, the Maroons' victories came from Sylvia Mikos, 6-1, 6-2 at number 1. Claudia Ang, 6-3, 6-3 at number 3. And it was Miranda Yuan at number 5 singles, 6-1, 6-4, first year, providing the clincher for University of Chicago. And that's how the Maroons 22-1 show up into this national championship match. The number 1 ranked team in the country, CMS, number 4 ranked team coming in. However, CMS was able to beat number 2 Pomona Pitzer in the SCIAC final, which came after the last rankings were released. So surely these two of the top teams in the country, and they will compete for the national championship here in just a few minutes. Getting ready to toss some coins and get the matches started. Let's meet the starting doubles lineups. You're looking right now at court 1. On the near side left, that's Sylvia Mikos. On the right side, Shiana Guo, 2 first years for the Maroons. And then on the far side, Alyssa Chulani is on the left, and Nikola Batushvili on the right, as that's the number 1 pairings for today. Number 2 for CMS, Sydney Lee and Gabby Lee. And then number 3 for CMS, Sarah Bassoon and Devin Wolf. Opposing them, the 2 and 3 spots for Chicago, Claudia Ang and Eugenia Lee play number 2 for the Maroons. And then Lauren Park and Nicole Geller play number 3. We're going to start on court 1 today. The matchup of CMS's Batushvili and Chulani against Sylvia Mikos and Shiana Guo. And these are 2 of the top-ranked teams in their respective regions. Guo and Mikos, number 1 in Region 6. Batushvili and Chulani, number 1 in Region 8 out west. Sylvia Mikos will get us started on court 1. First serve goes through the net. Second serve upcoming. Really good move from Guo. Easy volley there on the solid serve from Mikos. First point to the Maroons on court 1. Hovering in the high 80s here at the USTA National Campus. There is a bit of a breeze. It's been kind of off and on strong throughout the day, hovering around 10 to 15 miles an hour, and then occasionally some gusts reaching close to 30. Certainly was a factor in semifinals for the women yesterday. Our featured semifinal, Chicago and Middlebury, definitely played a role in that match. Did the wind? A really good volley there from Chulani, strong towards the net player, Guo. Two teams also played quarterfinals on Monday a couple days ago. CMS beating MIT 5-2. Chicago beating Amherst 5-3. And it was a real battle from the 9th-ranked Mammoths against the number 1 ranked Maroons. Another second serve from Mikos here. Batushvili looking to take advantage on the return. Nice play there from Mikos. 2 really good shots. Forehand down the line. Sets up the shot for the cross-court winner. Sylvia Mikos. Also the number 1 singles player in Region 6. That one, New Chicago out of the Chicagoland area, Midwest schools in that region. Down the middle for Mikos. Pretty backhand, sets up 40-15. Regional rankings shifted a bit with the NCAA and the ITA doing. The ITA has done it for a long, long time, and NCAA doing actually now 8 regions. There used to be 4. Still are on the ITA side. So now they number the regions instead of listing it like the ITA did by location, like the Atlantic South, Central, West, Northeast. That one misses a little long, and one more game point upcoming for Mikos in Chicago. Now splitting some of those regions, although the West Region 8 pretty much stays as the Western region was before with the ITA, but other regions getting split up. So that made for Case Western and Chicago. Early in our men's final, we had 2 number 1 ranked teams in that number 1 double slot as well. Mikos able to get that one, a defensive shot after the strong return from Chulani. And Chicago holds strong, and it's 1-0 Maroons on court 1. Also 1-0 Maroons on court 2, and that's a break for the Maroons in the first game of doubles there. And actually, Maroons also with a break point on 3 currently. Keep an eye on all 3 doubles matches. We'll stick on number 1 for now. Checking out these 2 top-ranked teams. Both will compete in the NCAA doubles competition. It starts in just 2 days, actually. And there is the break for Chicago on court 3. So Chicago wins the first game on all 3 courts. 2 of them breaks. But here on court 1, on serve as Mikos holds the first game. It'll be Batushvili for CMS. Good serve from Nikolina there. Nikolina, excuse me. This team of Batushvili and Chulani, 18-3 on the year, 11-0 in their last 11 matches together, including 6-0 in the postseason. Batushvili choosing the lob there, and Guo does a good job setting herself up for the second one to put it away. This team of Mikos and Guo, first team all UAA, University Athletic Association, together all season except for the first couple rounds of the NCAA tournament. Repaired for the quarterfinals here. They reach the ITA Cup final in the fall, which is individual national tournament played every fall. Started with regional play, and each of the 8 regions, and then players from around the country join as Chulani does a nice move to put away that volley, 30-15. Only loss of the spring for the Chicago tandem was in the UAA final to Emory, 8-7. Guo moves over, takes that one. Nicely done from the Chicago first year. 30 all here. You saw Batushvili and Chulani opting for the Australian formation, trying to force Mikos to hit a return down the line. Chulani even tried to cross over there to try to take off the down the line return that Mikos was able to hit successfully. That one just misses, and Chicago with a breakpoint opportunity at 1. Chicago is held for 2-0 on court 2 and is 1 point away from holding for 2-0 on court 3. So Maroons coming out hot at the beginning of doubles. Doubles very important in this match. New Chicago's only been down after doubles once this season. Actually was down 0-3 and won that match. Saving a break point nicely, Chulani on the solid serve from Batushvili. CMS, on the other hand, 26-0 when they take a lead in doubles, 0-3 when they don't. And he talked about the importance of doubles. Chicago does hold for 2-0 on 3. Quick 2-0 leads for Chicago on courts 2 and 3. Deuce here, Batushvili, Chulani opting for I formation. Sometimes that could just throw off the returner a little bit. As you see a lot more movement at the net, one way or the other. A lot of times in I formation, it's advantageous to just stay right in the middle and force the opponent to hit a really good down the line return or hit a really good cross-court return. Generally, you'd be able to pick off cross-court returns. Back to Australian for Batushvili and Chulani here on the ad side. That one just misses, and it is a hold for CMS, 1-all on 1. It's a good hold for CMS. I know it's early, but seeing teammates down 2-0 on both other courts, knowing how important doubles is, especially in Division III where all 3 doubles matches count for 1 point, unique to Division III, different from Division I and Division II in the NCAA. Shiana Guo to serve for the first time for the Maroons. Chulani started back, came in when Batushvili hit that nice high lob return, but that ball sat up for Guo, who pounded it right at Chulani. Chulani misses the volley, 15-love for the Maroons here in the third game of the double set. Oh, it's really nice from Chulani. Good hands on that short ball. It's hitting it right to the feet of Mikos, then getting ready for the high ball return that comes off of that low ball that she hits, setting herself up really nicely. Chulani, a first year from Los Altos, California, attends Harvey Mudd College against CMS Claremont McKenna, Harvey Mudd, and Scripps colleges. Based out of Claremont, California. Another good volley from Chulani, and the CMS team at 1. Very strong with the volleys so far, and now with 15:30, a little opportunity to perhaps set themselves up for a break point here. University of Chicago out of course, Chicago, Illinois. Based in the area Hyde Park, the south side of the city. That one's going to drop in real nice from Guo there. Very smart with the lob. Lots of topspin on that one. Let's check it out again. Guo seeing Chulani come in off the return, and then see how much Chulani closes. And Guo read that. You want to keep those doubles players honest. You look at Chulani and how well she volleys, plays only in the doubles lineup for the Athenas at this point in the season, and really you can tell how effective she is at the net. And so if you can throw those lobs in, just keeping her honest, so that she doesn't close like she was going to try to there. Can be really, doubles players really effective when they close like that. Be a way to counteract that. One misses from Guo off the strong return from Batushvili. It will be break point for CMS here on court 1. CMS does break back on 2. Chicago up a break 2-1 at 3. So early goings doubles. Play a first serve here. Get to head coaches in just a minute as well. Nice pickup there from Mikos. Real tough ball and the good volley from Batushvili. And that pickup helps Chicago escape the break opportunity. Wind definitely playing a factor in ball flight right now. American flag above court 1, snapping in the breeze. One all deuce here at 1. Another let first serve upcoming. Guo, a first year from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Not quite there from Mikos. Batushvili put that return in the middle, but it dropped low enough to the point where Mikos couldn't hit through it. Ended up putting the volley into the net. Batushvili and CMS looking for the break. Another opportunity. And there is the break. So CMS goes up 2-1 on court 1. And let's hop over to court number 2 now, where Chicago leads 2-1 on serve. Gabby Lee serving for CMS. Chicago wins that last point, and now 40-30 upcoming. CMS trying to hold to get back even after losing the first 2 games of this match. For CMS, it's Gabby Lee and Sydney Lee. Number 5 ranked team in Region 8. Gabby, a junior from Leawood, Kansas. Sydney, a senior from Oakland, California. See that wind affecting the ball toss, Gabby Lee. And does it again. That one put away nicely. Claudia Ang there putting that one down. This University of Chicago team, Claudia Ang and Eugenia Lee. Number 5 ranked team in Region 6. We got a couple of first ranked teams at number 1, a couple of 5th ranked teams in their respective regions at number 2. Deuce here in the service game. CMS trying to hold for the first time. That one, I believe, just tipped off the racket of Sydney Lee. And a break opportunity for the Maroons. Claudia Ang, maroon visor today. Sydney Lee in the white visor. Eugenia Lee. We got 3 Lees on this court. Sydney, Gabby, and Eugenia. Try my best to keep them straight here. Gabby serving. just missed on that ball. Sydney crossed over. Couldn't quite put it down before it sailed wide. And it's a break for Chicago, 3-1. Check that out again. Really nice job on the backhand there by Sydney, and then trying to get that crossover. It's a really good move. Just missing a little wide on the volley, though. It's a 3-1 to the Maroons. 3 breaks out of the first 4 service games, first time around serving order. It'll be Eugenia Lee for Chicago. CMS team opting to play 2 back here on the first serve. One just misses from Ang. Return well by Gabby Lee. This team of Claudia Ang and Eugenia Lee, 17-5 on the year on the opposing side for CMS. 16-6, this number 2 tandem. That's tough, deep in the corner there with the wind blowing right into that corner. So it's blowing away from your screen, but really mostly from left to right. And it is pretty strong at this point. It was very strong yesterday in the semifinals. Did certainly play a role. Hang awaits the serve from her partner, Eugenia Lee. Ang did a good job reading that, knowing it was going to be tough in that corner of the court. Ang knew it, moved right to the middle. You'll see it here when the ball gets hit into that far right corner. Not easy to get the ball back across court there. So Ang moves to the right and makes for an easy put away. And the wind's blowing as it is in the last as it has in the last couple days. Not only playing your opponents, playing the wind can be used to your advantage. It can also be used to disadvantages. That one misses as Sydney Lee looked to go up the line. That, again, another really difficult shot going back up the line with the wind blowing it back away from the court. CMS has consolidated the break at 1 and leads 3-1 over Chicago. It is now 2-all, so CMS, after dropping the first 2 games at 2 and 3, worked their way back in the match, though still trailing by a break here on court 2. Nice move there by Sydney. Again, that's the same thing, but on this side with the wind blowing left to right. Difficult to get that ball back cross court. Moving to the middle to poach that one. Sydney Lee, senior from Oakland, 3-star recruit, tennis recruiting network. When she came out of high school, 18-4 in singles on the year. This team, 16-6, paired together for all but 2 matches this spring, the CMS tandem. Solid return there, Sydney Lee. Brings it back to deuce here at 3-1. Chicago has broken for 3-2 on court 3. And Chicago behind, it looks like, in the service game at 1. So already down a break, facing 2 break points on court 1. Strong start from Batushvili and Chulani. That one sails just a little deep as Chicago holds strong on that point. Add in for the Maroons. We're going to hold for 4-1 and keep their break lead. This number 2 tandem for Chicago looking for their first win here at the final set. They've lost 2 really tight matches, 8-6 so far. Against Emory and Middlebury. Nice job by Ang there. Couple of really solid volleys, and then that forces the lob, which he puts away with the overhead. And it's 4-1 as we change ends on 2, and we're going to head over to court 3 now for the first time. Getting a peek at Lauren Park and Nicole Geller for Chicago in the far court, serving against Sarah Bassoon and Devin Wolf. Chicago up a break, 3-2, just broken that last 2-all game. CMS opting for 2 back here as well, much like 2. Oh, good job on the first one by Geller, but Bassoon does well to lift that lob up, let it get blown by the breeze, and make it that much more difficult to put away for Geller. 15:30 here in this game. CMS looking to break again. Lots of breaks here early. Wind could be playing a factor in that. Park serving to Devin Wolf, the ad court. That's a really good move by Nicole Geller. High ball, middle, puts it away. Geller read that really nicely. Geller and Park 7-0 overall this season, paired together for the postseason. 8-3 and 8-5 wins in the quarterfinals and semifinals respectively for the Maroons. A really strong tandem all postseason for Chicago. And seeing breakpoint opportunity here for CMS. And speaking of strong teams, how about Sarah Bassoon and Devin Wolf? Paired together on April 30th, 9-0 since, 6-0 in the postseason, and the first 5 matches in the postseason were 8-2, 8-1, 8-1, 8-3, and 8-1. But then yesterday got pushed by Wesleyan at 3 doubles, able to complete a tiebreak victory, 8-7, and set up CMS 3-0 up in that semifinal, won at 5-0. Geller looking for that ball, but that was well hit by Wolf of CMS on the near side. Devin Wolf, senior from Darien, Connecticut. Wolf name might be familiar. Brother Kyle Wolf played at Bowdoin a few years ago. Break is made for CMS, so 3-all here at 3. CMS has a 4-1 lead, double break on 1. That one just misses from Wolf, set herself up. Geller just put just enough pace on that for Wolf to have a little trouble with it. So here on number 3, something's gonna give here. We got 2 unbeaten teams, and we had 2 very strong teams actually in the men's final earlier today. So number 3 doubles, getting into this point, it seems like number 3 doubles a very key position, be very successful. And of course, all the doubles important, but you can get that win on, and you get a first win anywhere. It really puts a lot of pressure on the other team to make sure that they're not going to go down via sweep. Sarah Bassoon serving, lefty. Got dueling lefties here in the ad court. That's going to drift just a little bit wide. Had Geller's forehand against Bassoon's backhand. An interesting doubles straight ahead rally between two lefties. See that every day. Lauren Park for Chicago receiving here in the deuce court, a senior, one of the few seniors on this Chicago team. Park also plays 6 singles, anchoring that lineup. He's been a contributor for the Maroons for a long time. See how that experience plays in today's match. Yeah, Geller saw Wolf coming in. That's a really difficult position to be if you're Devin Wolf. That ball sitting up for Geller's forehand. And the first year from Latvia puts it away. And quickly, Chicago here. Love 40 advantage. Geller played a really key role in yesterday's victory over Middlebury. Won a key first set, the last one to be decided in the match, and then ended up winning later as well. Excuse me, that was actually an unfinished match, I should say, in the semifinal. It was the quarterfinal I think I was thinking of. A tiebreaker in the first set, and then 6-7-6, 7-5, clinching the match for Chicago. And that time puts it right down the middle in between Wolf and Bassoon, and it's another break for Chicago here on 3, 4-3 to the Maroons. Let's hop back over to 1 as CMS and is leading 5-1 over Chicago right now, and actually has love 15 in this service game for the Maroons as well. CMS, after losing that very first game 5 in a row. Chicago leading 4-1 on court 2 and 4-3 on court 3. Reminder that CMS hasn't won a match when trailing in doubles yet this season. Of course, it hasn't been very many. Only trailed in doubles twice this year, or 3 times this year. 26-3 record. See, one of the strengths of this team. And that double sets up 15-30 here. Chicago saves a game point as CMS is serving at 1-4 on 2. Head coach of the Maroons, JT. Quite a day so far for JT. Win a men's championship and then get out for a warm-up for the women's championship. Good serve there from Shiana Guo. That ball goes flying off the neck of the racket. $30 here on 1. Chicago. This will be a big hold for the Maroons to keep themselves in it. Trailing by 2 breaks here on court 1. Oh, Chulani crossed over trying to get it. Really strong return from Batushvili. Chulani saw that, moved in, but perhaps just not quite close enough to the net to get over to get that one. The ball's going to continue to run away from her because of the way the wind's blowing. 40-30 for Guo here. Trying to get a big hold on the board. This Chicago team hasn't lost here at the final site. 8-3 in the quarters and 8-5 in the semifinals, both victories. Chicago's been up 2-1 after doubles in both the quarterfinals and the semifinals. CMS forces deuce. The return from Chulani. Head coach of CMS, David Schwarz, 171-16, and this is 8th season. Highest winning percentage among active Division III coaches, 93.1% winning percentage. Just outstanding. 3rd consecutive championship match for the Athenas. Looks like that one just missed a little long by Batushvili, looking to take one up the line. Chicago with another game point upcoming. But remember that CMS took a COVID positive, didn't compete in, obviously there was no tournament in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and I didn't compete last year in 21. That lob from Batusvili just snuck over the outstretched racket of Miko. Chicago gets away with it anyway. And the Maroons do hold for 2-5. CMS will serve up 2 breaks upcoming. Let's hop back over to court 2. It's been a long game between Chicago and CMS at 2 doubles. Chicago with a break point here to go up 5-1, trying to answer what CMS did on court 1. Sydney Lee serving. It's Eugenia Lee returning in the ad court. And Ang puts it away for Chicago and the break. Gabby Lee had a nice move. Just didn't do quite enough with the volley. Chicago stays in the point. JT over to give some high fives to his 2 team. 5-1 for Chicago here on court 2. JT, as you mentioned, just won a championship with his men's team. Just there they are. Chicago men's champions, first team title in school history in men's tennis. Congratulations to the Maroons. It was a heck of a battle. With Case Western Reserve, 5-2 was the final score. With Christian Alshon clinching it at #1 singles in the 3rd set. Case Western Reserve showed lots of fight, but Chicago prevails. Brings home the hardware to Hyde Park. CMS stays alive in the point there, wins first point of this game here at 2. JT and his volunteer assistants, Jeremy Yuan, Dennis Nguyen, UAA assistant coaching, or excuse me, UAA coaching staff of the year, not just assistant coaches. So credit to Coach T as well. Been to the NCAA tournament with the women in those 8 full seasons, so 2013 through 19, and then here in 22. Again, Chicago, just like CMS, obviously no tournament in 2020, didn't compete in 2021 in the NCAA tournament. Chicago did play a few matches, CMS did not, just canceled the season last year. 15 all is service winner for Claudia Ang. Take that one right up the line. Really good defense that time from Sydney Lee of CMS, and able to get back on top of the point. Now CMS, 15:30 here on 2. 4 all now on 3. Lots of breaks on court 3. And a big moment on court 1 as well, with it being 30 all. CMS serving up 5-2. It is a double break, so double break here, 5-1 for Chicago, but 15:30. That one's not going to make it. Chicago wins that point, 30 all. This team of Ang and Lee for Chicago actually played #1 in the NCAA 2nd and 3rd rounds due to Mikos and Guo not playing together at the 1 double spot. They moved up, lost to Carleton 8-3, but beat Grinnell 8-3. That loss to Carleton was the team's first since ITA Indoors, which took place in February, so some time between teams' losses this season. 17-5 overall, 16-4 at the #2 position, 4-3 here in the postseason. And there's Eugenia Lee with a swinging backhand volley. Put away that point. Good doubles all around on that point in Chicago now, with a point for 6-1. CMS looking to hold for its first advantage on court 3. CMS also looking to hold on court 1 as a game point for 6-2. So far shaping up with CMS the advantage on 1, Chicago with the advantage on 2, and 3 very close. As Chicago holds on 2, CMS holds on 3. So CMS up 5-4 on serve on 3. Chicago takes a 6-1 lead here at number 2 doubles. And we're at a deuce still on court 1 with CMS leading 5-2. Let's check in on that court 1 match. And Mikos and Guo in the near court for Chicago. Chulani serving with Batushvili at the net for CMS. That one missed on the swing volley. Chulani did a good job to hit that first volley. Looked really strong, but now Chicago, break opportunity. Here on 1, trying to get themselves back into the match, at least get one of the 2 breaks back. Migos actually hit that one, I think, off the top of a racket, and the wind carries it out. CMS saves 1 point. Look like Mikos and Chicago were in the driver's seat in that point. CMS stays alive in it. The lob just good enough. Back to deuce. Oh, and Batushvili again hit a couple of really good drop volleys in this game. I'd be smiling too. Pretty sweet drop volleys from Batushvili. Sophomore out of Russia. Attends Claremont McKenna College. Really nice from CMS there. Interesting move, the chip and charge there from Chulani, and it was a short slice, a drop shot even there, coming in off that ball. And Batushvili with that great volley. That's 3 volley winners at least in that game. CMS 6-2 lead on 1, and Chicago has a 6-1 lead on 2. And again, on serve on 3, Chicago serving 4-5. So Miko serving a key service game for Chicago, trying to stay somewhat close here. And impressive by the CMS 1 team so far today. Mikos and Guo have had a lot of success lately. Mikos and Guo together 30-3 overall, including 20-1 at number 1. Their hands full with this really strong CMS tandem. Of course, 18-3 on the other side. So 2 very strong doubles teams, top ranked regionally, facing off here in the NCAA final, and you'd expect nothing less from these teams. You know how important doubles is, especially in Division III tennis, where doubles counts for Each match counts for 1 point, a total of 3. Chulani overcooked staff volley just a little bit. Let's see coaching staff coming in. Assistant coaches for CMS. Caitlin Bernard, Kathy Settles, Angela Kulikov. On the opposing side, Jeremy Yuan and Dennis Nguyen, the volunteer assistants for UChicago. Double, bring it to 30-15. Return from Chulani, follows it in. 30 all here. Returning has been really strong from the CMS side here at this number 1 spot. You can see how this team qualified for the NCAA doubles championships. And now they've gone 6-0 in the postseason, including an 8-7 win over Pomona Pitzer in the SCIAC final. Really important win. And not that time for Chulani as Mikos dips it low. Chulani did bend the knees well to get low for that ball, but very tough volley there. CMS avenged a couple of losses to Pomona Pitzer, their rival. The 5 colleges all in the same area in Claremont, so just right down the street from each other. That one drops in for Mikos. Sends it over the racket of Chulani. Let it go, thinking it would go out. Drops in. And Chicago is able to hold for 3-6. CMS still up in that match. Let's check out court 3. It's the closest match right now. It's now a break for CMS just as we turn to it. CMS has broken for 6-4. Chicago had the break early here on court 3. Now CMS has battled all the way back and leads 6-4. So CMS will serve. Sarah Bassoon. Devin Wolf. Looks like it'll be the lefty. Bassoon will be the one to serve here. Try to consolidate this break and get it to 7-4 and put CMS on the brink of the first point. That serve, big lefty spin and little wind-aided assistance right into the body of Lauren Park, who tried to run around it. CMS does hold for 6-2 on court 2, but Chicago leading there. Not quite there for Wolf. A good serve to set her up by Bassoon. Geller with a solid return. And a crossover. Wolf to hit that forehand. Overcooked it a little to the left. CMS 26-3 on the season. There's JT imparting some coaching onto Park and Geller. 22-1 are the Maroons this season. Lost in the very first match of the season to Eastern Michigan University 4-3 Division I opponent. Haven't lost since. Another good serve from Bassoon. This time Park opting for the backhand return, but still unable to send it back. University of Chicago hasn't lost more than 2 individual matches in any of their wins since March. Won the IT Indoors Championships with a 6-3 win over MIT, 5-4 win over Pomona Pitzer, and a 5-4 win over Emory, in which they came back from 0-4 down. One time, the Maroons were swept in doubles this season, ended up winning anyway. Nice ball by Wolf there. They did a good job communicating, did Bassoon and Wolf, as Wolf crossed over. Bassoon was able to cover behind and set up Wolf in the middle of the court to put away the volley. 40-15, a point here to go up 7-4. See if Bassoon uses that slider again down the tee. Hit it a little flatter that time to change up the pace a bit. And that's going to be a hold for CMS. 7-4 here on 3. 1 game away from putting the first point on the board here in the NCAA Women's Tennis National Championship match. Let's hop over to 2 where it's 6-2 for Chicago serving. It's just an overrule on that last point, so the point went to Chicago. The ball just skidded off the back of the line. This is Eugenia Lee serving Sydney Lee. Big return there from Sydney Lee. 30 all, trying to keep themselves in it, get one of those breaks back. 5-1 in the postseason are Sydney and Gabby Lee for CMS. First 4 matches in NCAAs went 8-0, 8-0, 8-3, 8-3. 4 quarterfinal loss, 8-6, and then bounced back in the semifinal yesterday against Wesleyan. Impressive 8-3 performance. A little overcooked there from Ang. Good idea to get herself involved at the net. That was a pretty difficult shot. CMS with a chance to break here at 6-2. CMS has 2 game points at 1 to go up 7-3 as we enter the business portion of doubles, later portions. None of the 3 matches on serve. CMS leading at 1 and 3 and Chicago leading at 2. Second serve upcoming here on court 2 from Eugenia Lee. That one just missed. A little bit long off the return. Back to deuce, and we're actually going to go over to 3 now, where Chicago looking to stay alive, serving 4-7. Up 30 love in this game, and now 40 love. And some big hitting in this game so far from Nicole Geller, the lefty, first year. CMS looking to finish off the first point of the day. Just 1 game away. Geller goes after that one and puts it in down the line. And it's 7-5, and the Maroons will force the Athenas to serve this one out. Chicago does hold for 7-2 on court 2. So CMS will serve to stay alive there, down 2-7. Chicago has a break point on court 1 right now, with CMS serving up 6-3. So it's still a couple of breaks there. Devin Wolf will serve, looking to close this number 3 match out for the Athenas. It is a break for Chicago on 1. CMS still up a break, but it's 6-4 now with Chicago serving. And to work their way back in the match. Oh, that's a big shot from Nicole Geller. What a great point of doubles all around. And finally, it's Geller with the big lefty forehand. This ball set up a little bit and using that angle. Wow, getting it by Sarah Bassoon, not an easy thing to do. Unloading on that ball. We've seen a couple of those from Geller throughout the last few days. That one with some extra oomph on it. Love 15 here on 3. 15 all. That's a good body serve from Wolf. Both of these teams very strong in doubles. From 1 to 3 for CMS, records of 18-3, 16-6, and it's a team 9-0. For Chicago on the other side, JT squad, 30-3, 17-5, and 7-0. That one just misses from Wolf, and 15-30 now. The idea of doing Australian formation there with Bassoon positioned at the net on the same side as Wolf makes sense with the way the wind's blowing. That down the line return, not going to be easy with the wind blowing left to right. Just misses from Bassoon. Geller gets another return in, and it's 15-40. Break points for Chicago, looking to get back on serve here at 3. Just as Chicago has a game point on 1 to get back within 6-5. Maroons trying to find a push here on court 1 and court 3. Already leading 7-2 on court 2. Ooh, the Maroons did a good job of staying in the point, but too much from CMS there. One break point saved for the Athenas. It'll be Geller to return in the ad side against Wolf's serve. Saw Lauren Park, senior, yesterday in doubles. Chicago got down early. I believe it was 4-love at number 3 doubles yesterday in the semifinal against Middlebury, but came all the way back to win 8-5, and it seemed like Park really pumping up and keeping Geller very positive in those moments where it could be difficult down 4-love. That's just part of the senior leadership that Park brings to this Chicago team. Oh, Bassoon nicely done with the drop volley, and CMS saves the 2 break points. And it's deuce. Chicago does break for 6-5, so still down 1 break, 6-5 on court 1. New updated there. That was 2 breaks, so it's 2 games in a row for Chicago. CMS again, still up a break. Chicago now serving for the match on 2, 7-3, trailing Love 15 in that game. Here on court 3, it's deuce. 7-5 CMS serving for it. Oh, good hitting from both Wolf and Geller. Eventually it's Geller who decides to put it at the net player Bassoon, and Sarah Bassoon almost had that trickle over. Closed well, but unable to get clean strings on it. Another break point for Chicago here. CMS serving 7-5. That one sails wide, and two strong forehands from Chicago. One from Geller, one from Park, and that's a break. On serve at 3, and we'll hop over to 2, where Chicago trying to close out the first point of this NCAA championship match now. 7-3 for the Maroons. It's 15-30 in this game. Oh, that's just really sweet from Eugenia Lee. Beautiful. Low ball, stayed low with it. Used a little bit of angle. And let's see it again. That's really pretty there on that volley from Lee. Perhaps maybe wanted to put away the first one, but hey, if you don't get it with the first one, try again with the second one. And Lee did a beautiful job there. It's Ang serving at 7-3, 30 all now. CMS has game points on court 1. Currently up serving 6-5. Chicago and Lauren Park will serve to stay in it on court 3. We're watching court 2, where Chicago 2 points away, putting the first point on the board in this national championship match. CMS holding strong. Sydney Lee puts that one right into the body of Claudia Ang and couldn't quite scoop it back up. Break point for CMS, just as Chicago did on court 3, trying to evade break when down, the opponent serving for the match. Oh, check out that lob from Claudia Ang. Saw both CMS players closing hard to the net, and I think on the rise too. Let's see it again. That short slice which allowed the CMS players to come in, but then yeah, on the rise. Absolutely beautiful lob, no chance for Sydney Lee. Back to deuce. This would be a first win here at the USTA National Campus after losing 8-6 in the quarterfinals and semifinals for Chicago here at 2. Eugenia Lee just does get to that one. The little apology with the hand up, but then fist pump on the other end, because that's a big point. Sets up match point for Chicago. May have been a bit of a miss hit, but hey, that's why you get on top of the net. But your racket on it tends to go over. 7-3, match point, Chicago on 2. Looks like there's a ball on the court. That return did sail out, but no celebration because ball from court 1 rolled over. CMS 2 points away on court 3, receiving at 7-6. It's currently 15-30 with Chicago serving there. Second serve opportunity on the return for Sydney Lee, trying to evade the match point. That one just does drop for Sydney Lee. Woo. Takes it down the line, match point down, and saves it. CMS leading 7-6, will serve for it on court 1. CMS leading 7-6 on court 3. It's 30 all there, and Chicago serve. Deuce here, 7-3 for the Maroons. Big forehand down the line for Claudia Eng. Absolutely ripped that ball. As CMS has match point on 3. We're going to go over to court 3. Lauren Park match point, but Chicago's got a match point on 2. Multiple match points going on here at the same time. It'll be Park first serving for Chicago to Devin Wolf. Or excuse me, this is actually, oh yeah, this is match point for CMS. Yes, it's confirming. CMS saves the match point at 2. Chicago saves the match point at 3. Back to deuce on both courts. CMS serving for the match at 1. We'll be very quickly have all 3 of these matches wrap up. We're going to double box in court 2 as well. So we've got court 2 on the left. We've got court 3 on the right. Chicago with a match point now on court 2. Still deuce on court 3 with the point underway. Oh, that's really good from Devin Wolf. A good hustle from Nicole Geller. Just couldn't quite get to it. Another match point coming for CMS here on 2. Ang serving another match point for the Maroons. That one just misses and CMS stays alive for another point. That looks like CMS up 30-love in the service game. Or no, now it looks like 40-love in the service game, so match points for CMS on 1. Match point on 3, match point on 1 for both for CMS. Chicago saves it on 3, but CMS takes number 1, 8-6. Batushvili and Chulani win over Mikos and Guo. On court 1, CMS leads 1-0. Really good doubles action here. Deuce on court 3. Lauren Park serving, trying to keep Chicago in it. Chicago serving, now break point for CMS on court 2. Ang serving, trying to serve out the match for Chicago. Simultaneously points in. Park misses that one for Chicago. And now another match point coming for CMS there. Deuce on 2. Both these service games, long deuces all around. Second serve coming, opportunity for Wolf on the return. Steps inside the baseline. Another match point coming for Chicago at 2 after a nice volley from Eugenia Lee. And that's going to be the match for CMS on court 3. The Athenas, 2-0 lead. 2 8-6 wins. 1 at 1, 1 at 3. Now we'll turn all our attention to court 2, where it's 7-3 Chicago. Add in match point. Go back to traditional. That was Ang who signaled for it, as opposed to Australian. Oh, that was really good hands from Gabby Lee, but stronger is Chicago in this number 2 doubles match. 8-3 the final score. Chicago salvages a point in doubles and trails 2-1 to the Athenas heading into singles action. We're going to come right back with singles in about 5-10 minutes. Stay tuned. Should be a really good match, really good singles matches coming up here at NCAA.com.
Looking for the singles lineups. Make sure to check out USTANationalcampus.com.
CMS took a 2-1 lead over University of Chicago with wins at 1 and 3 doubles, 8-6. Chicago got its point at number 2 doubles, 8-3. Singles just getting underway. Looks like matches have begun on courts 2 and court 3 and court 5. Still tossing coins on the remainder of the courts. So let's get some singles lineups here for you. Double checking to make sure that lineup changes were made at the last second, but here we go for Chicago. Number 1, Sylvia Mikos. Number 2, Shiana Guo. Number 3, Claudia Ang. Number 4, Nicole Geller. Number 5, Miranda Yuan. And number 6, Lauren Park. Same 6 as it has been so far in the tournament. For CMS in singles, it's Crystal Yuan, Sydney Lee, Audrey Yoon, Ella Brissett, Nikolina Batushvili, and Sarah Bassoon. It's the 1 through 6 for CMS is getting underway here. Singles play. University of Chicago able to salvage that point at number 2 doubles, despite it being the 8-3 scoreline. It actually was the last match to finish, as CMS was able to close out 8-6 wins at number 1 and number 3. This year, when the Athenas are 2-1 in doubles, 10-0 on the season for the Maroons. This is the first time Chicago has trailed 1-2 after doubles. Did trail once 3-0, and that was in the ITA Indoors final against Emory, in a match in which they came back from 0-4 down after losing the first singles match to then come back and win 5-4. So it's the only time that the Maroons have trailed after doubles in the 23 matches they've played so far this season. This one's number 2. It's going to take a comeback. And we're going to start on court 1 with Sylvia Mikos serving Crystal Yuan. Just joining us, had some really great doubles. All of them finished at just about the same time. The wind is blowing here, just as it was in yesterday's semifinal. First point to one of CMS so far this season. The senior from Arcadia, California, 16-9 on the year. 10-8 in dual matches. Hasn't won a set yet here at the final site quarterfinals. Lost 6-3, 6-1 to MIT's number 1 player, Artsemlidis, and then in the semifinals trailed 3-6, but it was up 3-1 in the second set against Wesleyan yesterday. That one sails out for Mikos of U Chicago. NCAA singles qualifier is won. First team all SCIAC selection. Wasn't in the singles lineup as either a first year or a sophomore, but here's a senior playing the number 1 position for the Athenas. Actually played in the ITA Regional B draw in the fall, interestingly enough, and ended up winning it. And has never looked back since. Really remarkable rise for Juan this season as Mikos powers that point. First of the match for the Maroons. Sylvia Mikos, number 1 ranked player in Region 6. 25-4 on the season, 17-0 in dual matches. I don't know what it is about Chicago's number 1 players. They don't like to lose in the spring. 17 wins in a row. Christian Alshon hasn't lost in the spring either, number 1 on the men's side for Chicago. First year from Willowbrook, Illinois, so you got a freshman facing off against a senior here. Good hitting from both players. Eventually, it's Mikos that concedes, and CMS with a quick break point. Mikos out of Willowbrook, Illinois, 5-star recruit in last year's class. Juan entered the CMS program as a 3-star recruit according to Tennis Recruiting Network. The 28 career singles wins, 16 of which have come this season. Fast start from Juan, who gets the break in the first game. She'll serve in a moment, up 1-0. The CMS team 26-3 on the year. Earlier in the NCAA tournament, second round, had to travel for the second and third rounds despite being the number 4 team in the country, had to travel to Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland. Committee opting to do that instead of putting CMS and Pomona-Pitzer in the same regional, which has happened in the past. Beat SUNY Winanta 5-0 in the second round, beat number 12 Case Western Reserve 5-0 in the third round. Took out MIT in the quarterfinals 5-2, did CMS, and then 5-0 win in convincing fashion over Wesleyan University yesterday afternoon. Now here's Juan serving in the near court. 1-0 for the CMS senior. Yuan outlasts Mikos in that point as well. The Athena's 8 consecutive SCIAC regular season championships in a row, but it was snapped this season by Pomona, who won it, but then Athena's able to get revenge over the Sage Hens in the SCIAC final. They won. Played a lot of teams in the Final 8. You see that a lot from both CMS and Pomona-Pitzer. A lot of top-ranked schools want to go out to California for spring break to play their matches against CMS, Pomona-Pitzer, and other top California teams. Point for Mikos here. It's 15-all. U Chicago, again mentioned, only loss of the season, came to Division I Eastern Michigan in the first match of the season. They won 22 in a row since. Already losing 2 individual matches here in this match. The Maroons haven't lost more than 2 individual matches in a single match since March. That high ball option from CMS there, giving Chicago a little bit of trouble. This year, the Maroons won the University Athletic Association Championship, beating Rochester 5-0, beating Case Western Reserve 5-0, and then Emory 5-2 in the final. 13th NCAA appearance for the Maroons, 28-5 overall. Reached the quarterfinals 10 times. First final for Chicago since 2012. CMS has been in 3 consecutive finals in the seasons in which they've played an NCAA tournament. 18, 19, and now in 22. Juan again outlasting Mikos in a lengthy exchange. little tough early for Mikos to find her footing here in singles. CMS with points for 2-love here on court 1. Again, Juan just staying very solid here in 1, and it's 2-0 for the Athena. On court 1, really impressive number 2 ranked player in Region 8 out west. Really strong start, first team All-SCIAC selection. Reached the ITA Cup in doubles. Had won, but not in the starting lineup for doubles, interestingly enough. Clinched the SCIAC Championship match against Pomona Pitzer. A big rivalry. 6-4, 6-1 at number 1 singles. Mikos now serving, trying to get on the board. 0-2. Another miss there from Mikos, and Juan's been solid here in the early going, just not really making a lot of unforced errors, but solid balls deep in the court, keeping the pressure on the Chicago first year, playing in a championship match for the first time here in the NCAA in college, so understandable there might be a few nerves in the early going. The senior Juan on the other side. Although not being a regular contributor in the singles lineup, a lot of college experience under a lot of college matches under her belt. Now second serve upcoming. Quick 2-love leads for CMS on court 6 and court 1 as we're watching now, and court 4 as well. Another very strong point. Locked in here early on court 1. Wow, very impressive. Let's see that again. Using that inside out. That was a beautiful angle there to set herself up for the easy cross-court forehand winner. Mikos taking a little extra breather behind the court, trying to reset here. Juan's ready to go. Keep that momentum going here for the Athenas on court 1. Love 30. Already 0-2. That one misses. Mikos going for a little extra. Inside in. Now love 40. I'm not sure that Juan has made an unforced error yet. Pretty sure CMS error-free so far here in this match. Very impressive start. See if Mikos can find her range here. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. Mikos needs to go pick up that ball. Is so impressive so far here in Orlando. 6-2, 6-4 victory over Amherst. Jackie Buxton in the quarterfinals. Buxton, one of the top players in the nation as well, along with Mikos, and then 6-1, 6-2 in the semifinal. And there is another break as the double sends CMS up 2 breaks on court 1. Strong start from the Athenas there. Let's hop over to court 3 now, just out of a changeover. And it's CMS serving here up 2-1. Audrey Yoon, the number 3 singles player for CMS. Facing off against Claudia Ang of Chicago. It's Yoon to serve. Ang does a good job to set herself up and just got enough on that volley to send it over. Counts whether it goes off the frame or the strings. Audrey Yoon wins that point for CMS, sophomore out of Knoxville, Tennessee. 4-star recruit, top 100 in the 2020 recruiting class, 20-5 in singles this year for Yoon. Smart little push shot from Ang there. Mixing up the speeds, mixing up positioning in the court. We'll see it again. From Yoon running that ball down, but Ang smartly seeing Yoon pushed so far back, just drops it right over the net. Ang, junior from Hong Kong, 16-3 on the season. 1-1 in the postseason with 5 unfinished matches. So I think the chair umpire called a let there just as Ang was hitting that backhand into the net, and so Yoon's going to check in, and so is coach David Schwartz too. I checking about that too. Not sure it affected Ang there, but the let was called from the chair because the ball was coming right at Ang's feet. Okay, so now the chair umpire is going to change it and say that Ang had already hit the ball into the net. Chair umpire wasn't looking at that, and so now the point will count, and it's 30-all here in this game. That's a really nice serve from Yoon down the tee. He hits that backhand. Return sails a little wide. Point to consolidate the break. 40-30. Really good defending at various points throughout that point from Yoon, but just too much firepower from Ang there. Ang, a first-team All-UA player in singles and doubles. Long point, had to hit a lot of really good shots in that rally to take the point from Yoon, but was able to do it. Second serve upcoming. We're at deuce. CMS serving 2-1 here on court 3. CMS has a 4-0 lead on court 6. It's Sarah Bassoon over Lauren Park down there. CMS also has a 3-love lead on court 1. We were watching that earlier, and now another chance for 4-0 down there in 1. CMS with the advantage here, looking for a 3-1 lead on court 3. The dueling lefties, Ella Brissett and Nicole Geller, hard-hitting lefties at 2-all on court 4. Midcourt helps you now just a bit. Had to run for it, but did well with it. 3-1 for CMS here on court 3. Now we're going to hop over to that court 6 match where there's break points for Sarah Bassoon. Or 1 break point, for Sarah Bassoon. It's 4-love for the Athena and 30-40 on Lauren Park's serve. Oh, some really good defending from Sarah Bassoon, and then puts it away with the cross-court angle passing shot off the backhand. And Bassoon, 5-love, will serve for the first set. This cross-court backhand, pretty. No chance for Park. CMS came out really strong in singles yesterday against Wesleyan. CMS won first sets on 5 of the 6 courts against the Cardinals, including at the bottom of the lineup, starting it on court 3, 6-3 on 3, 6-love on 4, 6-1 on 5, and 6-1 on 6. Coming in with a lot of confidence coming into this match. Still early in singles play here in the national championship match. But a couple of Athenas extending large leads, including on court 1, where Juan has a love 30 lead on Mikos' serve. Of course, a 5-love lead here as we're watching on 6, awaiting the change of ends. Juan now has 3 break points to go up triple break on 1, already leading 4-love. I have to imagine, of course, with the simultaneous semifinals, you don't really get to watch the other team, but look at the box score from last night and see Athenas are probably going to come out really strong in singles, and Chicago's going to have to find an answer. Trailing 2-1 in the team match after losing 2 out of 3 doubles. All right, Bassoon to serve for the first set. First point to Chicago there as Park hits the winner off the line. Second serve coming. $15-all now after the double. Break on 4 for CMS now, 3-2 the lead for Ella Brissett there. Break on 5, CMS up 3-2 there as well. So the Athena's leading 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right now early in the first set of singles, and in some cases getting a little later in the first set as is the case here. Oh, excuse me, it looks like love 30 now, so that's my fault on the score there. Park looking to get on the board here at 6. That's a good passing shot from Park. 3-2 strong shots here from Park, and aided by double fault as love 40. CMS does break for 5-love on 1. It's 5 consecutive games to one of CMS down there on court 1. Couple of 5-0 scores so far. Good serve there from Bassoon. Lefty spin on that one. Missed return from Park. 15-40. Both these players very strong, actually undefeated in dual matches, both from this season. Bassoon for CMS 11-0. Park for Chicago 9-0. Those winning streaks coming here in the spring. Bassoon, senior from Los Gatos, California. Park, senior from La Canada, California. Bassoon with a couple of good shots. Brings 1 point closer here, 30-40. Park has only dropped one set so far coming into this match. And actually, I believe they won one more set now that I think of it, dropping a set in the quarterfinals. Had a comeback 3-set win over Emory in the UAA final, and in the quarterfinal match against Amherst was in the third set when the match was decided. One of just two matches that left out there. That one's going to sail well out as the wind takes that one away, and Chicago does break on 6. It's 5-1. Let's head over to court 1 where Sylvia Mikos is trying to stay in the set. Juan serving for it at 5-love. It's love 30 in this game, so similar to what we were just witnessing on court 6. Now love 40 for Mikos here. Trying to find her range. So even when down this much in a set, feels very important to find a rhythm so you can start the second set strong. Mikos attempting to do that here. Even if it doesn't mean you don't come back in the first set, it means you can start off the second set in a better place. And some good hitting from Sylvia Mikos, and she does break for 5-1. Juan still ahead for the Athenas in that match. We'll head right back 6-6 where Sarah Bassoon has won the first 2 points on Lauren Park's service game and make that 3 points. And double sets up set points for the Athenas. Three set points for Sarah Bassoon on 6. Park saves one. Couple of big shots there in that rally. Able to take that forehand on the rise. Take away time from her opponent Bassoon. Use it to hit the winner. Still set points for CMS here on 6. Oh, not quite for Bassoon. Set it up so beautifully. Running Park around the court. Quickly Dave Schwartz right out to talk with Bassoon. Perhaps just a brief moment of encouragement here, saying what a great setup to that point it was, but the overhead just wasn't there. One more chance for Bassoon here to seal the first set of the day on any court. Looks like that was a let, so we'll play a first serve. And Park does stay alive, saves 3 consecutive set points. Meanwhile, Mikos is strong in her service game at 1-5, up 30-love. So these two courts where CMS jumped out to 5-love leads. Not quite closing out the set just yet. CMS also has a break advantage on court 5, 4-2. Spatushvili there over Yuan, Miranda Yuan of Chicago. Dueling slices, that one just a bit long. A lot of slices in that rally. Bassoon welcoming Park to come into the net. And that forehand chip on the run just missed. Another set point for CMS. Chicago does hold Mikos for 2-5 on court 1. 2 games in a row for Mikos. That one's going to miss it. Bassoon takes the first set for CMS on 6. 6-1. First set of the day. CMS up 2-1 in the team score. Takes the first set of this match. We're going to go back to 1 again. Check in as we're on a changeover here. It's Mikos and Juan. Both speaking with assistant coaches during this changeover. 2 straight games for Mikos after trailing 5-0. And like I said before, it may not be so much about getting back in this set, although that's wonderful if you're able to do it. But also just finding your rhythm, making sure that you can take some momentum into that second set. Other score updates, it's currently 2-all on court 2. CMS has a break 4-2 on court 3. 3-all on court 4. CMS has a break 4-2 on court 5. So now Juan, second time serving for the set here on 1. Oh, that one's going to drop for 1. Mikos thought it was going out. Ends up dropping inside the line. Mikos thought about a swing volley there, I think. Looks like doing a better job of hitting the ball clean, moving the ball around, making Juan move a little bit. But the CMS Athena still staying just so steady. Mikos does hit the swing volley, but it is a little wide. Juan again throwing that high ball up. Ball moving with the wind. It's actually quite overcast as well currently, which is a nice reprieve from the sun for the players. Much different than yesterday where the clouds really broke apart and wasn't a whole lot of shade to be had down on those courts during the semifinals yesterday at 3 o'clock. 30 love, 2 points away from another first set for the Athenas, this time at 1. Oh, that's such good tennis from both players. Really solid from both sides, but it's Juan again who outlasts Mikos in an extended exchange. And there's 3 set points coming for CMS here at 1. I can hear the Both men's teams, CMS and UChicago here, having also both made the quarterfinals, and they're both making their voices heard. Got a picture earlier of the national champion Maroon men sitting. They're no longer seated. They are up and about cheering on the women. It's a really nice play for Mikos to take that first one on the rise, take some time away from Juan, who's been moving around the court beautifully, and then sets herself up to put away the next forehand. A very extended, long game at 2-all goes CMS's way on court 2. CMS up a break there, 3-2. CMS also up 2 breaks, 5-2 on court 3 now. 2 more set points for CMS here on court 1. And there's the set for CMS on court 1. One just looked like a machine in that set. Really well done. Defeats Miko 6-2 in the first set on court 1. 2 sets for CMS, and we're heading over now to court 3, where CMS trying to make it 3 first sets. Serving at 5-2, Audrey Yoon against Claudia Ang. Yoon outlasts Ang in the first point. 15 love for Audrey Yoon. 17-3 in dual matches, first team all SkyX selection. Now one misses as well, and now it's 30 love. It's very impressive wins for Yoon so far this season. Started out the spring 9-0 and 13-1. Wins over Emory twice, Amherst and Middlebury. All final site teams. Looking to make it a set for CMS here. 1 point away from a third first set for the Athenas. Sarah Bassoon held in the first game of the second set on court 6 against Lauren Park. So 1-0 on serve there. Oh, nice job from Claudia Ang. Closes the net and just gets enough on that one to dribble it over the net. A good fight from Ang here. Down a couple of set points. 7 straight wins to open the season for Ang. Almost matching Audrey Yoon's 9 this spring. 2 very successful number 3 singles players battling it out here in the national championship match. Expect nothing less at this level. Oh, another big shot from Ang. That one finds the line. And I think a really nice move to go to the lob and then wait for the drive off the lob. One more set point for CMS here on 3. That one misses, and the set goes to CMS on court 3. 6-2. It's Audrey Yoon with the third first set for the Athenas. And now over on court 5, Batushvili's looking to make it 4 first sets for the Athenas. Leading 5-3, receiving against Miranda Yuan, the first year. Oh, Batushvili goes to the drop shot, and it's beautifully executed. Not only was it positioned beautifully in the court, but it had some really nice backspin on it that just deadened it right in the court. 15-all here in this 3-5 game. It's Yuan serving at 3-5. Yuan, a first year from Auckland, New Zealand, 24-8 on the year, 16-4 in dual matches, opposing Batushvili, the sophomore from Russia, 16-5 on the year, 12-4 in duels. We saw Batushvili with impressive win at #1 doubles. Yuan not in the doubles lineup for the Maroons, only inserted in singles. Batushvili continuing to apply the pressure. That time to Yuan's backhand. 15-30. That one's going to drop for Yuan. Cross-court pass. 30-all. Trying to hold to force Batushvili to serve this one out. Batushvili had singles and doubles sweeps against Emory and against Pomona Pitzer in the SCIAC tournament. What was a big win for the Athenas to win the SCIAC tournament championship for the 9th year in a row. Serve from Yuan to set up a game point. These two teams both played at ITA Indoors, but didn't actually play each other. So they both showed up there. Draw just didn't work out for them to play each other. Another strong point from Yuan, and that's a hold for Chicago on 5. Batushvili will serve for the first set at 5-4 after the change of ends. Give you a score update while we're here. Saw CMS take a 6-2 set on court #1. Mikos is held for 1-0 in the second set there. Still at 2-3 here on #2 singles. CMS leading up a break and has a game point right now. There's been some couple really long deuce games there between Sydney Lee and Shiana Guo. 6-2 first set we just watched on court 3 for CMS. 4-all on court 4 for Chicago. Watching 5-4 here in the change of ends on court 5. CMS getting ready to try to serve it out. And 1-all in the second set on court 6. CMS taking the first set 6-1. As CMS continues to rack up these first sets, 3 of them already in this match, pressure starts to get more and more on the Maroons to make a run. Still lots of tennis to be played here. The hill continues to get steeper and longer as CMS piles up first sets. CMS needing 3 of these 6 singles matches to win its second team championship on the women's side. First one came at home 2018 against Emory. It was a very sweet championship for CMS. winning it on their home courts. First point of the 5-4 game to Yuan of Chicago. Matushvili using the slice, keeping the ball very low on Yuan. Induces the error. All here in this game with Batushvili trying to serve it out in the set for CMS, already having claimed 3 first sets. 6-3-1 those matches. CMS did hold for 4-2 on court 2 in the first set there. Again, outlasting in that point, Batushvili, 30-15. Continuing to put pressure on Yuan here. CMS has reached the final of the last 2 NCAA tournaments they've played in. 2018 national champions at home, 2019 runner-up. Lost to Wesleyan in that NCAA final. I believe that was by a 5-4 score as well, very close. (30-15) for Batushvili, looking to serve out a set. Oh, and a pretty pickup. Really nice job by Batushvili, not only moving Yuan around the court, but also using different spins. I keep the Chicago first year off balance. Set points for Batushvili here on 5. And pretty methodical in this service game, taking her time. Recollect herself after each point and also ponder what she wants to do with this first serve. Big cheer right as that toss went up. Batushvili opting not to hit it. Again, Batushvili using the slice very effectively, and then the big inside-out forehand sets up the dropper. Another first set to CMS, that one on court 5. CMS also serving for a first set on court 4, and that's where we're going. It's Ella Brissett for CMS in this lefty-on-lefty battle. Brissett in the near court serving for CMS against Nicole Geller of Chicago. And it's Geller with the first point of this 5-4 game as CMS looks to serve out another first set, having won 4 so far. CMS also up a break in the first set on 2, looking for a clean sweep of the singles first sets. Starts with Brissett here. 4 first sets in the books for the Athenas. Brissett serving 15 and love 15, excuse me. Geller outlasting Brissett in that point as well, and Geller trying to stay alive in this first set. Has love 30. Geller, as we mentioned earlier, played a key role in 5-3 victory over Amherst, winning in what was ended up being a very key first set, and then ended up clinching the match 7-6, 7-5 at number 4. 15-2 on the year in dual matches. He's the Chicago first year. Brissett did really well to stay even in that point. A couple of big blows from Geller. Brissett up to the challenge. Brissett, the team leader in singles wins for this CMS squad. 23-3 on the year, 19-2 in dual matches. Won 6-love over Venya Jung, who was the NCAA singles runner-up as a freshman. Brissett putting the point on the board for the Athenas. I think that was the 4th point of the day for CMS yesterday. What was a 5-0 win over Wesleyan. Big serve from Brissett down the tee, and ace. Stuck right in the fence too. A beauty from Brissett, the first year from Houston, Texas. At Claremont McKenna College, number 81 in the 2021 recruiting class, according to Tennis Recruiting Network, 4-star recruit. 2 points away from a first set. Just misses there from Geller. Double check from the chair. Cole got JT up off his feet. Chair umpire agrees with Brissett there. What was a long extended rally. Geller did a good job getting into that inside out forehand to Brissett's backhand pattern, but Brissett was able to break it. Now has a point for a first set here on 4. That one just misses, and it is indeed out, confirmed by the chair. Deuce here, and just as that point was taking place, CMS has taken a 5-2 lead on court 2, just heading into the changeover there. CMS will serve for the first set on 2, having already won 4 first sets, looking for the 5th here on 4, looking for the 6th on 2. Sylvia Mikos did break and now leads 2-love on court 1 in the second set. We talked about getting some momentum, winning 2 of those last 3 games in the first set. It's paid off for the Maroon first year down on court 1. Brissett fired up, setting up another set point here. Brissett, only 2 losses this spring. Both came in 3 sets. It was Amherst and Pomona Pitzer in the SCIAC final. 19-2, best record on the Athenas in singles. Looking to close out a 5th first set for CMS. almost does it with the drop shot. Geller stays alive. That one just clipping the tape. Brissett conceding in the rally. Geller staying strong on the other side. There you see some of the Maroon men, already champs, trying to will the Chicago women to an NCAA championship. Back to Deuce. Oh, that's a big serve, Brissett. Beautiful. Down the tee, moving away from Geller. Also following CMS serving for the first set on 2. It's 15-love there. Set point for Brissett. Oh, Brissett went for it just a little bit deep. Trying to finish the point early in the rally. There's been a lot of extended rallies in this game. Both players hitting the ball very well. Brissett trying to go down the line, changing up the pattern there. Overcooked it just a touch. Brissett again with the angle. Call from the crowd, unreal, and absolutely agree. What a beautiful shot from Brissett on the angle. And sets herself up for another set point. CMS also has a set point on court 2. Brissett does indeed claim CMS's 5th first set. Hopping over to court 2 quickly, right in the middle of a 40-love point. CMS serving at 5-2 in the first set. Sydney Lee on the far side, Shiana Guo on the near side. Guo does indeed save 1 set point here, but with this 5-2 game, if Lee is able to close it out, this will be all 6 first sets for CMS here in the national championship match. Pretty even so far in the second sets, except for on court 1 where Chicago has a 3-love lead after losing the first. CMS has a 2-love lead break on court 5. Cindy Lee, senior from Oakland, California. Seniors at the top of the lineup. Guo continuing to battle. Saves another set point for the Athenas. Shiana Guo, 20 wins on the season, Lee 18. Similar winning percentages between the two. Playing at this number 2 single spot, it's senior Lee against first year Guo. Second serve upcoming, 3rd set point for a clean first set sweep in singles for CMS. And it's Guo again, saving another set point, running around that forehand to hit a big forehand return inside in. One more set point coming for CMS. After the tape denies Guo there. Cindy Lee, 15-3 in dual matches this season. Leads the team in doubles wins with 19. Though lost today in doubles to Chicago at 2 with partner Gabby Lee. That backhand sails long for Lee, and we're back to deuce. Extended long rally, it sounds like, on court 4. Per set against Geller, we just saw that first set come to a conclusion, 6-4. That one just missed. Strong hitting from both sides really here on court 2. Just a little bit long as Lee outlasts Guo in that rally, and set points continuing for CMS. Lee trying to take advantage of one. This, I believe, her 5th here in this game. And Guo saves another one as that slice, carried by the wind, drifts out. And just long extended rallies. We've seen that really on all courts here today. Mikos now on court 1, actually up 4-love in the second set. So quick momentum shift there for the Maroons. Miss from Lee, which sets up, I think, the first break opportunity of this 5-2 game for Shiana Guo. Oh, it's in. Oh, what a point on court 2. My goodness, both players. Incredibly long rally with short chips, good volleys, a lob that just barely caught the line. Lee wins it. And it's back to deuce. Both players just taking a minute. One had to have been at least 20 shots, if not probably many more than that. Back to deuce, still 5-2. CMS looking to claim first set number 6 6 of 6 on this court number 2. Oh, powerful Shiana Guo ground strokes that time. Hits it right through Cindy Lee and sets up a breakpoint opportunity for herself. First team All-UA in singles and doubles. Guo this season will play in the NCAA Singles Championships. Current 10-match winning streak started with a win against Emory and ITA indoors. It was a 3-set win over the Eagles in that ITA indoors final that Chicago won 5-2. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize on that break opportunity, and back to deuce here on 2. 5-love for Mikos and Chicago on court 1. That in the second set after Mikos lost the first set 6-2. So that's now 7 out of the last 8 games for the Maroon first year. Little overcooked from Guo that time, trying to hit through Lee, and that is a very difficult task for anybody. Guo has the firepower to do it. Another set point coming for CMS here on 2. CMS has sealed early break leads in sets on court 6. It's 4-2 CMS serving there, and on court 5, it's 3-1 CMS serving there, or excuse me, Chicago serving there on court 5. CMS also leading up a break on court 4. It's just 1-0 there in the second set. That one misses, and another set point saved by Guo. And it seems like, from what we've seen of this court so far today, this has just been the pattern in this set. Just long deuce games, long rallies, really good hitting for both sides. Lee just staying a little bit more solid in some of those moments to take a 5-2 lead in this set. Big cheer for Audrey Yoon, who holds for CMS on court 3. 2-all there in the second set. Another set point set up for Sydney Lee again. Just outlasting Guo in that point. Continuing safe shots high over the net. Keeping the ball in play. Allowing Guo to make the errors. But Guo has also hit a good amount of winners as well. That shank ends up going wide, and again another set point saved. Back and forth we go here on court 2. Also following court 6, where CMS serving at 4-2, 40-15 in the second set after winning the first set 6-1. That one just misses over there on court 6. So 40-30. Keep an eye on that one. Mikos up 5-love on court 1 in the second set. Looking to split. Lee finally does get the winning shot there. Another set point upcoming. Lauren Park saves two game points on court 6, trailing 6-1, 4-2 CMS serving. Those are 2 big points. CMS looks to add to its 2-1 lead. Another miss, that time by Lee on a set point. Brings us back to deuce. And I wonder, each player sort of feeling out, what kind of pattern is going to work for me in this. It's just been so even back and forth in all of these deuce games that we've been watching. Another game point for 5-2 over on 6. It's a deuce game with CMS leading 6-4, 3-1 on court 5. Trying to go up double break there. Batushvili. Wind really starting to pick up here at the USTA National Campus Collegiate Center. Big forehand from Guo, and there's a little answer to that question. What kind of pattern are you looking for? Those balls sitting just a little bit short, and Guo just continuing perhaps to stay patient, and eventually finding her opportunity to go up the line like she did there. Or has been on her racket most of these points we've been watching. Lee just staying solid, and Guo trying to figure out a way to manufacture points. Oh, that one does not quite sneak over. Chicago finally does break here on 2. It's Guo breaking for 5-3, and we're going to head over to 6, where CMS has just held for 5-2 in the second set and is now 1 game away from putting another team point on the board at 6 singles. This one, Lauren Park for Chicago, Sarah Bassoon. Bassoon did play in that 2018 title match and won at 6, lost to 2 doubles in that match, won at number 6 singles, looking to make it another win. Number 6 singles in an NCAA title match. Bassoon was on that team. Sydney Lee, who we were just watching on court 2, on that team. Krista Wan was on that team as well, but didn't play in the championship match. Detailed her run up to the number 1 single spot a little earlier. 6-1, 5-2 for CMS. Park on the near side, serving to stay in the match. First point goes to Park of Chicago. It seems that based on results so far and what we're seeing out here right now in this national championship match, both teams have really played well lately. CMS, after a couple early season losses to Pomona Pitzer, came back to beat them in the SCIAC finals. So you wonder if CMS peaking at the right time. Certainly doing a great job here. 15-all now on court 6. A couple of seniors who have been around for a while. Park for Chicago played number 1 singles in 2019-20. Also played number 2-3 doubles, was a singles All-American that year. Her performances in the fall as the ITA regional champion reached the ITA Cup National Fall Tournament. Reached the semifinals. Both players trying to lean on their experience. As Bassoon sees that shot from Park sail along. 2 points away, putting CMS up 3-1 in this team match. Bassoon from Los Gatos Senior, attends Claremont McKenna College. Both of these players, Park and Bassoon, undefeated in the spring. Park 9-0, Bassoon 11-0. First serve just misses long. Big shot inside out from Park. Really nicely done. First ball off the serve, strong. A couple of California natives battling down on court 6 here. School from California, Claremont Mud Scripts out of Claremont, California. Looking to make it 2 national championships and 3 NCAA tournaments. 3 consecutive title matches for the Athenas. Wide on that one, and we have match point on 6. Actually, it looks like perhaps that was an overrule, but let's see. Yes, it was. So overruled by the chair. Bassoon called it out. And so it's a game point for Chicago to stay in it here on 6. That one is wide, and it's back to deuce. Sylvia Mikos has won the second set on court 1 for Chicago, 6-1, so a split there. CMS a point away from taking the first set on court 2. Just watching that long deuce game in the last one that Guo was able to win. Now Lee trying to do it on Guo's serve. Watching 6. Oh, that overhead not quite there for Bassoon. Set the point up well. One more set point coming on court 2 for CMS. Focused in on court 6 where CMS has an opportunity to put a team point on the board. I think that one just missed, and so that'll be a game for Chicago, but Bassoon will now serve for the match at 5-3 in the second. Bassoon had a couple of big backhands in that rally, that last one just missing. Sarah Bassoon, the senior, steps to the line, serving for the match. Bassoon uses the lob to come into the net, puts away the volley for 15 love. CMS also up breaks in the second sets on 4 and 5. A little earlier in the second set on both of those courts, 2-1 on 4 and 3-2 on 5. CMS needs 3 of these 6 singles matches to claim the title. Bassoon looking to become the first. Guo continues to fight off set points at 2. It's back to deuce over there. Bassoon this time with the dropper has a 30-love lead. CMS also has a break on 3 now. It's 3-2 in the second set there. Big forehand from Park. Back to 15-30. Chicago looking for a push from somewhere in multiple courts. See who will provide that additional spark. We've seen Mikos win a set 6-1 on court 1. Need some more second sets if they're going to stay alive in this match. CMS really doing a very similar thing to what they did yesterday to Wesleyan, although second sets far more competitive. Here again, Chicago fighting in these second sets across the board. Nice 1-2 punch from Park. Big inside-out return, cross-court forehand. Back to 30-all in this game. Putting some pressure on Bassoon, trying to close it out. Up 30-love, but 2 great points from Park. Back to 30-all. One point away for the Athenas. Sarah Bassoon. Bassoon, who won at 6 in the 2019 title match. Make it 2 consecutive title matches in a row with a win at 6. Match point. And that big backhand does it for CMS. The Athenas lead 3-1. Sarah Bassoon 6-1, 6-3 over Lauren Park. Big win for the lefty down on court 6. And a big celebration to match as CMS inches closer to the team title. 3-1 the score over Chicago. And it looks like we're going to head to 5 as while that was happening, CMS did finish off the first set at number 2. So Sydney Lee was able to win that match. But we're over at 5 now. We're at 6-4, 4-2 for CMS. Chicago serving. Batushvili facing off against Miranda Yuan. Yuan of Chicago had the clinch in the semifinal yesterday against Middlebury, 6-1, 6-4. Dropped a quarterfinal to Amherst in 2 tight sets. Was 30-love, now 30-15 after that miss from Yuan. Nikolina Batushvili is up a set in both matches here in Orlando in singles, but didn't finish either of them. In the quarterfinals against MIT, it was 6-4, 2-all, and then in the semifinals, 6-1, 3-2 against Wesleyan yesterday. Batushvili continuing to play well here in Orlando. Yuan able to take that point, has game points at 40-15. Batushvili trying to go to the slice that time, no avail. CMS did win the first game on the third set on court 1. Tracking that one for you as well. Really, these matches at 4 and 5 are the matches that Chicago is going to have to find something special here, trailing down a set and a break on both. Ella Brissett just broke for 6-4, 4-1 on 4. And all of a sudden, CMS just 2 games away on 5 and 4 from the team title. Big shot there from Yuan, who holds for 4-3. And now both those matches at 4 and 5 will head to a changeover. will hop over to 4. We're awaiting resumption of play between Nicole Geller and Ella Brissett. Score update across the courts, 1-0 for CMS in the third set on serve court 1. Second set just underway in the first game on court 2 after that long first set between Guo and Lee. Audrey Yoon leading up a break, 6-2, 3-2 on court 3. Has a game point there as well. 6-4, 4-1 here on the court we're watching number 4, and then number 5, 6-4, 4-3. 3, 4, and 5. All sets and breaks for CMS. Need 2 out of those 3. Yoon does hold on court 3 as we're back in action on court 4. Geller in the near court, Brissett far court for CMS. Geller able to get to that drop shot and force the error from Brissett. First point of this 4-1 game. CMS serving. And both 4-1 on 4 in the second set, 4-3 on 5 in the second set. Brissett and Batushvili respectively. Cole outlasts. Cole Geller outlasting Brissett there. 15 all. Excuse me, that's love 30, I believe, actually. Geller with mini opportunity here. As Brissett goes back to the towel to regroup. Mentioned not as warm as it's been because of the overcast skies. Still pretty warm here in Orlando. Breeze is helping cool things down as well, though it makes playing conditions pretty difficult out there as well. CMS handling these outdoor conditions very well today in singles. Of course, play outdoors year-round in California. Good hustle from Brissett, but Geller again with a really good point. This game has been all Nicole Geller. She's won 3 out of the 4 sets that she's completed, or all 3 sets she's completed so far in singles here. 7-6, 7-5 in the quarterfinals. Led 6-3, 4-5 yesterday in the semifinals before it was clinched against Middlebury. Chance to get 1 of the 2 breaks back here on 4 for Nicole Geller. CMS serving at 4-3 in the second set. On court 5, it's 30-15 there for Batushvili against Yuan. Geller, big inside out forehand. 4 really strong points from the freshman from Latvia. Top back over to 5. Also noticing and tracking court 3 as well, as CMS has a 4-2 lead in the second set there. Chicago serving. 40-15 here for Batushvili on 5. Two game points for 5-3. Looking to inch that much closer to another team point for CMS. And there it is. Batushvili holds for 5-3. 1 game away CMS leads 3-1 in the team score. First to 5 here in the national championship match. Also following court 3 is Claudia Ang, just fighting off a opportunity there for Audrey Yoon. Right now 4-2-30 all with Chicago serving there. Big hitting from Batushvili, using change of pace with a high ball, coming in smacking the forehand. Love 15. Break point for CMS on 3. Yoon trying to serve, trying to break so she can serve for the match on 3. CMS also with, there's a double, and that makes it love 30 here. 2 points away, Batushvili from putting another point on the board for the Athenas. Batushvili with the big inside in forehand. Fist pump fired up. 3 match points upcoming to put CMS on the brink. CMS with break points on both 3 and 4 as well. Both players hoping to serve for the match there. And there's Batushvili, seals it with another big forehand, this time cross court. 6-4, 6-3, and the Athenas are 1 point away from the team title. All attention going to shift to both courts, 3 and 4. Both CMS players inching closer. Break points on both as we head over to 4. Break point for Brissett. Oh, Ang does a great job to save a break point on court 3 with a beautiful lob that lands inside the baseline. Geller trying to do the same here. 30-40. Just off the back of the line. Geller calls it out, but it's ruled in by the chair. So it is a break for CMS on 5, or excuse me, on 4. It's 5-2. 6-4, 5-2, 1 game away from the team title. CMS, I can taste it. Currently 1-all in the third set on 1, 1-all in the third set on 2. Here in a changeover. Chicago with a game point here on 3, just on the court to your right. You can see Claudia Ang in the right corner of your screen, battling it out with Audrey Yoon. Yoon able to put that ball away to bring it back to deuce. Ella Brissett out of the change of ends. Will serve for her match, for the team match for CMS, leading the Athenas leading 4-1, 6-4, 5-2 here on court 4. Bottom of the lineup, single strength showing up for CMS. Brissett, the team leader in wins in both overall 23 and in dual matches 19. Looking to win the title for the Athenas. Oh, Nicole Geller just came up with, had 4 or 5 winners in that point. Brissett playing some outstanding defense. Nicole Geller holds strong, uses the drop shot to win the point. Looking to stay alive for Chicago. Oh, these two women just battling it out. Nicole Geller showing so much fight for Chicago. Back against the wall. Outlasting Brissett in 2 extended rallies. Just fantastic hitting from both sides. Love 30 here in the service game. Up 5-2 in the second after winning the first set 6-4. Big cheer for Audrey Yoon as she wins another one of these long extended points on court 3. She has an opportunity to break, to serve for the match on 3. Brissett goes for the inside-in forehand, just misses. David Schwartz over there, the 2017 ITA National Coach of the Year, just checking in with Brissett here. Down love 40 now in this game. And perhaps trying to help his first year navigate this key point. And if anything, just making sure that the first year feels good. Maybe just focusing on tennis, not trying to focus so much on the big moment. A little wide from Geller there. First error of this game. Geller's been very solid in this game to build that love 40 lead. Now 15-40. CMS does break on court 3. Audrey Yoon for 5-2, and CMS will serve for the match there on 3. Big winner from Brissett. Inside out, just inside the line on the high ball from Geller, trying to get herself back in the point. Brissett finishes off that point. Still one more break chance for Chicago here. Yoon is out of the changeover on the court next door. Yoon also serving for the match at 3. Missed return, back to deuce from love 40 down, 2 points away. Yoon serving at 6-2, 5-2 on court 3. 6-4, 5-2 here on court 4. Brissett doing a great job battling back in this game. Little tight there on that forehand from Brissett. Sometimes when the tension comes, it comes in the form of movement. Legs not quite able to get around that forehand. Another break point for Geller. That's a great serve from Brissett under pressure. Slider out wide, induces the error. Claudia Ang for Chicago won the first 2 points of the game on court 3, so love 30 there with CMS trying to serve for it. Another break point here for Geller on 4. Maroons showing some real fight here on 3 and 4 as CMS inches closer. Now 3 break points for Chicago on court 3. There's a double break there though. After Geller's hit a few good drop shots, there's Brissett with a sweet one. Saves another break point, back to deuce. CMS team lining up right next to court 4, hoping their teammate can finish it off here. Serve just a little bit out there. Geller continues to fight. Chicago cheering section over there as well, next to that court on court 5. And Claudia Ang just broke as Audrey Yoon tried to serve for the championship on court 3. So it's currently 3-5 serving for Ang there. Still another break, but gotta hold first to stay alive. Similar to this set right here we're watching on 4. CMS up 4-1 in the team match, needing 1 of the final 4 singles matches to win the team title. Second serve coming for Brissett. Maybe an opportunity for Geller to step into this return on break point. Geller does step into it, takes advantage of the point. Big cross-court backhand seals the break for Chicago. New Chicago showing some real fight here, staying alive. CMS 3 points away on court 3 currently. Love 15 as Claudia Ang is serving. We are going to jump over to 3 here as Audrey Yoon inches closer for CMS. That one sails a little long and it's now 2 points away. Audrey Yoon, sophomore. 17 wins in dual matches this season, 3 in a row. Has been really dominant here. 6-3, 6-1 in the first match, quarterfinals here in Orlando, and then 6-3, 3-love retired, clinched yesterday in the win over Wesleyan. Cole Geller continuing to fight. Brissett up at the net, advantage in the point. Geller with a big pass on court 4. Geller serving at 3-5. Here it's Ang serving at 3-5. Love 30. Oh, that's really nice from Claudia Ang. Good serve. Good first ball forehand. Out of the reach of Yoon. Ang misses that backhand, and CMS has championship points. Audrey Yoon, 1 point away from the championship for CMS. And a second serve to do it on. Oh, a long extended rally, Claudia Eng, what a battle. These Maroons continue to fight, and now CMS has match point on 2 courts. Match point on 4 with Brissett up 15-40 in that game. Geller serving. Geller's gonna serve here 15-40 on court 4. And there it is, that's the championship for CMS, the Athenas, national champions.
NCAA championship. Congratulations to the CMS Athenas.
Too much single strength at the bottom of the lineup. It's the second championship in 3 tournaments for the Athenas. And they're celebrating here, they're celebrating in Claremont, California. What a performance in singles from the Athenas. 6-1, 6-3 at number 6, 6-4, 6-3 at number 5, and 6-4, 6-3 at number 4 after taking a 2-1 lead in doubles.
Just a few moments on court number 2. Amazing afternoon of tennis.
5-1 the final score. Hugs all around. Congratulations to the Athenas on what was really a dominant performance here at the NCAA Championships. 5-2 over MIT, 5-0 over number 3 Wesleyan, and then 5-1 over the number 1 ranked team in the nation, the Chicago Maroons. CMS, after having some losses to Pomona Pitzer, their rival early in the season, picked it up at the end of the season, and David Schwar's crew wins the national championship by a final score of 5-1 here at the USTA National Campus in Orlando. Playing their best tennis when it mattered here in the NCAA tournament. Also swept second and third round opponents 5-0 and 5-0, so beating 4 ranked teams along the way. Really outstanding effort from the Athenas today. Starting in doubles and then riding into singles. 5-1 the final score here. So glad you could join us for this broadcast. We are going to hang around for the trophy presentation, so don't worry about that. I'm going to sign off here. Luke Tanaka, just a privilege to cover these 2 national championship matches, with the University of Chicago men winning earlier today, and now the CMS women taking the title 5-1 over University of Chicago. Big thank you to our entire crew, producer, director, cameraman, all of the above. Just a really outstanding crew here at the USTA National Campus. This is going to do it for the team event. We'll have individual event coming up this weekend. We'll have broadcasts on NCAA.com on Saturday and Sunday as David Schwartz gets the Gatorade bath. 2 thumbs up from the coach. Congratulations to the CMS Athenas 2022 NCAA Division III Women's Tennis National Champions.